What's going on, people? Famous Tamer for TiC Network.com. Congratulations, you got leveled up to level 90. This is the Double XP podcast. We're going to get going to introductions from my left to right. I know we've been going for a little while, but y'all know my people. As always, if you want to follow them, look under a box. Look under a box, and you find out where you can follow. We can't say that.
You can't look under the box. It's not their box to look at.
I mean, you probably can. You just ask permission first. It'd be all good.
Ask permission to look under their box, and you can see where to follow. Going from left to right, Citizen Snips. What up, brother?
What's going on, everybody? It's been a while. I feel like I don't know exactly how long. I lost track of time, but I'm kind of tired, man. But I'm hoping y'all can energize me with some of y'all's terrible opinions about video games.
Hugger with the hard R.
Boy, come on in. That's racist. Hey, y'all, what's up? It's me, the floor hugger. Glad to be back with these crazy bunch. Unfortunately, Demi can't be with us tonight, but I know he's watching somewhere. He's dropping memes. What are those? I'm just excited to talk some video games with y'all. Ooh.
It's just not okay, man.
Yo, my man Meek's father left out of his life, so he can't have his my father will see your haircut tonight, so he's not on camera. But Meek, what up, though?
First of all, the father part cut deep. I'm still waiting on that man to come back to go to the groceries.
Aren't we all, sir? Aren't we all?
What's up, everybody? Glad to be back with the fam, and yeah, let's jump into these topics.
Dallas, what up, bro?
What's up, man? Dallas man from Dallas, man. Nothing, man. I just been waiting. I've been happy, and now I'm even happier because I'm here with you, motherfuckers. So let's get it.
Jew motherfucker. So we're gonna start right up to with what had Twitter jumping. Twitter, Facebook groups, Reddit, bad articles. Had it jumping was we finally got the confirmation that a lot of us kind of knew way back when that Death Stranding is coming to PC. It won't be their day and date, but it will be their summer 2020, if I'm not mistaken. I want to get y'all thoughts on this. Did y'all see this coming? What do you thought?
There's a civil war out here, fame.
What do you think about folks canceling their pre-orders because of this? I want to start with Kevin. Kevin's the one of the two resident PC gamers with no legs on his podcast. So what do you think, bro?
Well, here's my thing about it, man. Is the game being announced that it'll release for PC, and what is it like? Almost half a year later? Is it like 5 or 6 months after the original release date?
I want to say they said summer 2020.
Okay.
Yeah, they haven't just given a date yet. Just summer 2020.
How does that impact you playing the game on PlayStation at all? And why would you cancel a pre-order because of it? I don't understand. I really don't.
Because if a game is exclusive, it plays better. It looks better. It's funner if it's exclusive. Remember?
That's not true.
We all know.
But that's what they told me.
It's not about the game.
It's bullshit.
That's like getting Red Dead and it gets released on PC and then you cancel your Red Dead pre-order. Like, you insane?
I can't.
Well, Red Dead was out for a year.
I'm trying to think of another example.
Yes, but that's the standard cycle.
Like some kind of analogy I could draw to like some company that I love and support so much that if they did something that was like not really a bad thing and not really a good thing, it just made their product more available to other people, why that would upset me. Like I'm really thinking really hard right now, and I've got nothing, man.
Because it's bullshit.
I remember when the Tomb Raider...
It wasn't the game that they were excited for. It was the fact that the other people...
They could one-up somebody.
Only I can play it.
Exactly. I'm gonna tell you why. Because you ever been excited for a game? You ever like really anticipate a game coming out, eat up every little bit of promo that comes out, you pre-ordered it, even if you against the whole concept of pre-ordering, and then the game comes out, or even before the game comes out, in that stage, you want everybody to know about this game that possibly can know about it. You want everybody to play this game because you don't want somebody to talk about this shit with. Like you want people to play that same game you playing. It doesn't matter how they play it, what play, as long as it's not on mobile, you want people to play this. So it makes absolutely no sense. What? It's going to PC like I'm canceling my pre-order.
If it was like, hey, we're releasing it on PC only and we're not doing it on PS4 anymore, then I'd understand. Like, hey, that's fucked up. That's not a cool thing to do. But when it's like,
Cancel
hey,
my
nothing
feelings.
about your experience will change, and also several months later, people on this completely different platform will be able to play the game too.
Well, you know what it is. It's because folks caught bodies. They caught L's and they hurt because they ran their mouth all in about Microsoft's titles going on PC. It's not their feelings are hurt because they ran their mouth for the last year and a half. Microsoft been doing it, and they look stupid because technically Sony owns this IP. It's just Sony's IP. It may not be a first party studio, but it's their IP.
It's a second party exclusive, right? Or whatever.
The question is,
Second party,
when
but
are
they own
these
the
people?
IP. Yeah.
When are these people gonna sit they yoo-hoo drinking ass, childish ass, juice box sipping
Lay
ass,
off the
Natty late ass.
Like that meme say,
and
this,
realize
all
that
of this.
console wars are over? There's some people still out there. It's the same people that fly Confederate flags because they think they side should have won.
Yeah.
Meek,
It's the same
as Meek
people
puts
that
his
don't
Confederate
play
flag
JRPGs.
underneath his computer.
It's the same people that don't play JRPGs because they still salty about Pearl Harbor. It's the same. I'm telling you.
Wow.
He reaching like he going way back.
This what two weeks ago podcasting to do.
You know what makes this worse is one, I'm from the South, and then two, I don't really play many JRPGs, so low key, high key describing me in a way.
But is that the reason though?
No.
The point is, it's an asinine reason. It's stupid. It makes no sense. In what way does it change your enjoyment of this game that other people get to play this game? That's the same people that had that keep out no girls allowed sign on their treehouse till they was 17.
Yeah.
It's the same people until this day.
You know who tweeted this out? You know who tweeted that out? Corey Barlog. Because I think it was Push Square pushed the article that said, does Death Stranding exclusivity really matter? And Corey Barlog quote tweeted it and said, absolutely no. And I tweeted him, so let's get that God of War PC native release, sir. And he was like, I would love that. They don't care no more. Like, they don't want people to play their game.
I saw that, and it makes sense. As a developer, you want as many people to play this stuff that you spent a couple years of your life making as possible, especially if you make Game of the Year.
Hugger, chill.
What? I didn't do anything.
This time.
It's not me. I'm innocent. I'm a good Christian woman. Chris Righteous says, good for Kojima. The more the merrier. I'm still excited that Death Stranding doesn't affect me at all that these fanboys are not true gamers if they cancel the game because it's a time exclusive.
And y'all know what the best part is, though, right? Mm-hmm. It's going to play better on PC.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah. That's
every sound of me rolling my eyes. If you're going to be mad about anything, you should be mad that it's going to take so long for it to make it to PC.
No.
You know what?
PC
gamers do not care waiting, bro.
Later,
yeah. I don't care. It's gonna come eventually.
PC gamers will
wait. Still waiting to play Hellblade.
Oh yeah, I got to get started on that.
So here's the thing about it.
I have it on Game Pass. I just haven't started it.
Originally, I was like, man, I don't want to wait. Like, I'd like to play that game. I might just get it for my PS4. And then I looked and I'm like, damn, never mind. My game backlog is so massive. Maybe waiting would be the right play. Like, I can play through some other stuff I need to catch up on. I'll get to that from now when they've ironed out all the bugs and whatever else.
I've been doing that lately, so I can't even I can't front of you.
Sometimes you gotta pick and choose.
I got so many.
Guess what I'm playing right now?
You know, speaking of backlog, you know what's gonna help my Switch backlog? This right here. If you have a Switch, please go buy these.
Oh,
let me ask you something. Does that fit down in the Switch without you having to take it off?
Yeah.
It does, because I got one.
It looks kind of ridiculous, but
in the dock.
Yeah. I got it's
right
in the dock. Right?
Yeah.
It fits right in the dock. Yeah, so I have one like that too. It's called like the Skull and Co. thing. It was a Kickstarter thing. I got the same one like that.
The only thing about this is you have to play with handheld with these. Like, it has to be handheld. There's no other way to play with it.
No.
That's not even a meme. That's some picture you took out there.
Facts.
Okay.
Oh God! If I could get away with those, I cut my feet off. Whoever wears those, because it's like the ABC white sorority girls. No offense, Meek.
Of course.
Like they just need to stop.
That picture is the reason why you gotta stay your ass out of town.
Hey, I have my boots. My boots are normal. Those are
man.
It was a snake in them boots.
Cut your feet off of them, your shoes.
Damn.
There's a snake in them boots.
But I think people are just too a little butthurt. Like, if you want to cancel a game that you've been waiting for years for because it's going on another console, another system, you need to get some perspective about life. It ain't that deep, son.
Now I can see if it popped up on Xbox. I mean, I would have a field day on Twitter. I'm not gonna lie, I would. It'd be so much fun. But I mean, you have to get over this. I don't want nobody else to play it unless you got a PlayStation. Like, who cares? Like it, especially with it not coming day and date. It doesn't affect the PS4 sales not even a little bit.
Well, just like that mentality is so dangerous.
But like at the same time, I want people to play the games that I like, so we can talk about them. I want you to like the stuff I like sometimes. Like,
think about it, the less people that play it, the less units it moves, and the more iffy it looks on that studio's future. Don't you want it just to sell people to play it?
And don't you
kind of your studio that stays open?
Can't you kind of smell this being like Epic Game Store 1 year exclusivity before it goes to Steam? You kind of see it coming, right? Like this is definitely going to be Epic Game Store for
at that point. Kojima would be like demoted from God to like L. Ron Hubbard.
Yo, and this was big, bro.
At that point, like
I thought that was a promotion, not a demotion.
This was what Mickey posted in the meme box. This is fact. Sony was out here lying, bro. Sony said it's gonna be only on PlayStation to make
for a while.
They didn't say that. They just said only on PlayStation.
But they didn't not say that.
Really?
Yeah.
You didn't say you weren't gay, but we'll assume that.
Say what you want. Say what you want. That shit would hold up in court, though. They did not specify.
Kevin.
When E3 they didn't specify. E3 it was like up in the air too. So
you didn't say you don't like certain the dog's buttholes, but I'm not gonna assume you like certain the dog's butthole. Like
this got weird.
You can't. Like
why did you go there?
I mean, yeah. Can you come up with an example that's not like really weird?
Yeah.
But it's an outrageous outright lie, right? So what's this?
I need an adult.
So
people were like, if these are the people that remind me of the people that were just mad that Rise of the Tomb Raider came out and had that year exclusivity, but then when it came out on PlayStation, it was the 20th year anniversary, so I got a better edition. It's like, y'all need to chill. Like, come on, life is too bull to.
Are they those same people mad that The Witcher on Switch came with all the DLC?
Yep, that's the same people.
Same people. That makes sense.
That game looked jank on the Switch.
Man.
But it plays. Yeah. The fact that it's actually on the Switch and plays, I'm not mad at it.
Yeah, trust me. The trade off, a little bit of they gave you some.
It's like playing Snake. You going back and play Snake on your Nokia phone? Like it plays, but it's still it plays.
Oh my goodness!
Yo, where you find a picture of me at?
Oh my god!
This is me dead,
bro. Come on, man.
I'm dead, y'all. One day.
Yo, that's Meek and Sniff coming to 2XP. We're here to fuck shit.
One day whenever we all sit down and meet each other, he's gonna show up with a backpack and we'll be like, "What's in the backpack?" Oh, y'all see.
Oh, that's racist. Are you saying that Meek is prone?
Okay.
Would he fit into a lineup?
Yes.
No.
I'ma live. Afterwards, Meek gonna walk off and be like, "You were the only one."
Yo.
And that reminds me of that Dane Cook thing where he's like always nice to the weird guy in the office.
Who the hell watches Dane Cook, sir? Black people don't.
Black people don't watch. Like,
are you talking to Kevin? Okay, hold on. You talking to Kevin?
Whoa.
Anyway, he gives the weird dude in the office a Snickers, and the dude like the next day goes on like a psychotic killing spree. And he looks over and he says, "Thanks for the candy."
I mean, so
candy does it though.
This is kind of big news coming up that we are talking about here. NCAA a new game? How long has it been since we had an NCAA game?
Yo, it's like super dope. So y'all know, like these states like California and all that, like they're sick of these college teams and stuff like not letting these kids profit off their own face. Like these schools make billions, coaches make millions off of jersey sales. Back in the day with the video games, and these kids get nothing, right? Or they get a scholarship.
They get in trouble for taking a bribe. Don't make sense.
So, like, I think California was the first one to say, you know what, bump this. These kids can get paid. Forget what y'all trying to do. So they pretty much put the pressure on the NCAA to say, you know what, okay, now you can make money off your likeness, which was the reason why NCAA stopped in the first place. So now they're saying the rules should be in place by 2021, and depending on the timing, I wouldn't be shocked to see EA drop another NCAA game, which
I hope EA doesn't.
Most people enjoyed over Madden. I mean,
yeah,
there's something about it was just more fun, man. Like getting to create your own school and shit, and just kind of playing out the rivalry games and stuff was a lot of fun.
And the crowd making a factor in the game, like them being loud and shaking and taking up the controller, it mattered. Madden it's kind of I don't know, man. It was a different experience. I think everyone's kind of enjoyable. But I think it'd be dope if it comes back. I think it's about time. And then if it is EA, it's gonna fall right on time. When remember the EA came out today and said they're going to remaster some classics. Hopefully, they're talking about some NBA Street, NFL Street, any of them. I'd be with. I mean, I'm sure it's gonna be Mass Effect or whatever. But they cancel NBA Live. Hopefully we get an NBA Street. Hopefully we get NCAA college football 2021, 2022. It might be a good time for games that year, sports games that year, in my opinion.
Maybe.
It could be.
This is not at all my lane
time.
Right here.
This ain't you don't play sports games?
Mm-hmm.
You don't play
UFC kind of dope, but other than that.
Who do?
I said UFC kind of dope, but other than that.
Did you play any of the boxing games?
Oh wait, yeah. Fight Night was my jam though.
Fight Night was legit. Fight Night was legit.
Now, if they want to bring that back, we can talk about it. I might actually support EA in that.
Man, I know a while back Mayweather said he was making a boxing game, but I guess he stopped or it fell through. But he teased another boxing game. EA has so many good classic.
They're sitting on some good titles.
And I don't know what they're doing, bro.
It's not making them money. It's niche titles, and they don't want a little bit of the money. They want all the money. So
at the same damn time.
The crazy thing is they make so much money just by giving Mass Effect games remastering. People keep asking for them over and over again, and they still haven't done it.
Well, that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna remaster Mass Effect for next gen.
Yeah.
Andromeda.
Well, you know what? Andromeda's grown on me because you just gotta accept it. But speaking of EA,
too, mold.
Speaking of EA, it looks like they're gonna drop Origins sometime soon because they announced on Twitter that they're going back to Steam and you can get a lot of their pre-orders back on Steam. And I'm like, oh, interesting. Cool. And get rid of Origin. Origin was great for 6 months when they had those games that you could get every month, and they were really good games until they started to stop being really good games, and then they just stopped doing it. But Origin is a hot pile of trash. With their Prime and their Volt.
Here's my question. So are they going to do away with Origin and Origin Access?
They said that it's going to come over, but there's no clear details yet. So I'm I don't know how that's going to work out.
How it's going to work? It's going to be now Steam Access, but only EA games? That's stupid.
Yeah.
Just drop it.
Well, it's EA.
Just drop it.
Of course it's stupid.
They're going to be the butt of my jokes for a long time. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm really hoping orders fire. But
I think Bethesda's trying to take the crown for some of the stuff they're doing.
So y'all not mad at Blizzard no more?
I think you absolutely.
Always mad at Blizzard. Blizzard is always doing some dumb shit. But...
So Blizzard, Bethesda, or EA? Who got the crown right now?
Bethesda. Right now, Bethesda.
Right now, Bethesda. Yes.
Why is there so many laughing stocks in gaming right now? That's
because
sad, man.
everybody's more focused on the numbers than actually making quality products. And then and they chew people up in their machine and then spit them out, so they have no passion when they're done, and they just make the same. Well, look at WWE. That game
never been focused on making quality products. We like what they make. Don't get me wrong.
EA had some fire games back in the day.
They did. EA was it back in the day, bro. Like
EA, yeah, but Bethesda, like
when you heard EA,
don't get me wrong. I love their games. I like their games, but
Bethesda as a publisher is better than Bethesda as a developer.
Yes.
100%. Well, actually, it depends who you ask.
But that being said, don't get me wrong. I'm playing Elder Scrolls to the wheels fall off. I don't care.
I didn't know Elder Scrolls was on.
I'm kind of worried because Bethesda's last couple games that have been like franchises I really enjoy, like have been good. Like Fallout 76. I mean, I enjoyed it for what it was, but it's just gotten like worse over time. I know I'm probably like the only like person, like one of the only few people that actually enjoyed 76. But then like Wolfenstein came out and that was really underwhelming. And then what was that other game?
Who watching TV?
It was my phone.
It sounded like a sitcom laughter.
No, it wasn't a sitcom laughter. It was a Doom theme song. And now like Doom's coming out. Like I'm worried that like I feel like Doom is like starting to get the side eye from people. That like this could potentially, you know.
Oh, Doom is legit though, man. I don't be.
But my thing is, it's hard to mess up Doom though. It's literally give me demons, give me badass weapons, and add some killer music to it. It's really not that hard to mess up.
People said it was hard to mess up Duke Nukem,
but why they side eyeing Doom though? They've been doing a pretty good job.
Yeah.
Well, people are just like, well, it's one of their products.
Also doing a good job. And then Youngbloods came out.
Excuse me, Hugger?
Jokes.
Excuse me?
What the fuck? Can we just ban huggers?
Ma'am.
I don't know if y'all can read that. I know that meme box is a little, you know, I don't know if y'all can read that, but just save yourself some heartache and dough.
Jesus Christ.
I really wish I didn't read that. I wish it was scrolling.
So the thing with Bethesda, they're trying to charge $100 a year or $15 a month. Was it $15 a month? They're trying to
13.
13 a month.
Yeah.
To play a game that's not as good as the Outer Worlds, which you can get along with other games for $8 a month. I'm just saying.
So let me explain as like the big problems that I think people are having. It's not just the price of the thing, but they're putting features in the game that people have been asking for since day one, like private servers. They put it behind a paywall. Stuff for your junk and stuff like that. You use like to craft and like repair things. They put that behind a paywall as well. And then to top it off, they put honestly like one of the coolest like things of like the Fallout franchise, which is the Ranger armor from New Vegas. They put that as like a pre-order incentive to getting the service.
Yeah. And then they walk back on their promises of only the cosmetic stuff would be chargeable.
Oh yeah, they just said screw it. We're just gonna go all in.
The private servers aren't private. People are losing their stuff when they put it in the stash. Like, and my favorite thing that they say is
paying for it are getting attacked on servers.
Yeah.
What?
It's like
okay, so like people that like I guess when you pay for like their premium service, you have like a little thing next to your name. Well, players that aren't paying for it are like attacking them on the game and like destroying their houses and everything.
Dang.
Yeah,
that's petty.
Civil war going on.
My favorite thing though that they say is we've listened to the community. Did you? Did you really? Because I did.
Like, are these companies really
they're gonna go back. I'm telling you right now, they're gonna go back. They've done like either they're gonna like significantly drop the price, like maybe $50 a year, or they're
Why
gonna
do they have
change
to
a lot
pick
of
this
things up
apart?
because it's not good. They're not gonna get many people subscribing to that.
Make it good before
Listen to the
people even
community, did you?
pretend to
Did you
buy
really?
it.
I
Because
just,
I did. God, it's not hard.
man, they're not hurting for money, so I don't get it no more, man. At this point, man, if you're gonna do stupid stuff, go ahead and charge us $80 for games and give us everything.
You know what always mystified me was when they were announcing 76 and Linda Carter came out. I'm like, what's Wonder Woman doing here? Like, this is kind of cool. I was hyped. And then it turns out she's married to the head of ZeniMax Studios. And I'm like, oh, it all makes sense
That
now.
makes sense.
Deja vu. Why am I getting deja vu right now?
I should have known when people asked Todd Howard how it was gonna work. He goes, "It just works.
It just
It
works.
just works. And that makes me so terrified for Elder Scrolls 6 because they're going to use the same engine. And by that time, the creation engine will be 25 years old, or actually probably older than that.
Yeah.
And it's like, really?
As long as
Really?
people pay for it, they don't care, bro.
That might be one I just skip by.
I mean, damn, even Call of Duty has upgraded their engine.
I'm
Yeah.
willing to admit I'm part of the problem.
Speaking of Call of Duty, anybody played that yet?
I did.
How you liking it?
Demi did.
I played the campaign, and that was all I needed to play. I uninstalled it after that.
Really? You paid $60 to
Really?
play the campaign? You're not gonna play the multiplayer?
Yeah, I played that beta. That's all I needed to play. That's too slow paced for me.
Wait, so you paid $60 for the campaign?
Oh, I didn't pay nothing. My game show partner did.
Oh, facts. That's right. Okay, I respect.
I was about to be like, my boy.
I'm gonna say, man, you
Wow.
hope you gonna trade that game in or something. Well, god dang, hope you buy digital.
Trade the game in for 25 cents.
I ain't copped it yet. Honestly, bro, I think the only game left I'm gonna cop for the rest of the year is Pokemon Sword, bro. That's a day one cop. Easy.
Yeah, me too. I'm on it.
Sword game because Surfetched is gonna be the GOAT.
Nah, man, that Ponyta on the Shield version, I gotta get that.
You gonna
one.
get the shield?
Yeah.
Whack.
Whack.
You
His
know what?
stance,
I'm not
whack. His
surprised.
hair, whack.
Shield, whack. The way he
Whack.
games, whack. The way he don't even like black people, whack. Me, I'm tight as fuck. Whack.
Whack. It's all whack. Y'all.
I'm tight as fuck.
But that Modern Warfare,
You're not getting Death Stranding, thing?
Huh?
Not getting Death Stranding?
I ain't gonna drop 60 on it. I'm gonna wait on
I'm
it.
dropping in.
I'll probably get it with like 40, maybe 45. I'm not excited enough to pay 60 on it.
Hey, you
I
seen
got
that launch
both of them,
trailer?
so
That's how I know. Like at some point during that game, I'm gonna shed a tear, and I'm gonna try not to.
I got Pokemon for when I'm delivering packages and stuff like that. Like this,
stiff
I
upper
catch
lip it.
Pokemon
It's not gonna
thing.
cry.
Yo,
Y'all can say,
the way Dallas
can say
hyped for Death Stranding,
later
I
on
think
y'all
he in
want
the
to,
game.
but that
I think
game
Dallas
here
in the
right
game. Dallas, you in Death Stranding, ain't you? The way you hyped for the game, bro, I think you in it. You ain't told us yet.
Actually,
So you think he's in it?
I still can't say nothing. I still can't say it. So
The NDA? Okay. I respect it.
Mhm.
Conan had his trailer. He had his commercial already. I can't even say nothing.
Whack.
Whack.
Oh, here's an otter hat so you can swim
But
like an otter.
I said a long
Whack.
time ago though. I mean, you know that's very Kojima. Like just having like a weird hat or a weird like piece of clothing that does something random. If you playing that game, you gonna wish you had a way to get across the red part of that river. And Conan knows how to get across the red part of that river. You're
It's
gonna
true.
need Conan O'Brien's hat.
Now, don't get me wrong.
Play
Like,
the entire game and you don't see Kojima at all, you played it wrong because he's always in his games in
Like-
some
Like
way.
Quentin Tarantino.
95% of the stuff I said bad about Death Stranding is just to irritate Dallas. No, don't get me wrong. I think it's going to be a good game. It's going to score well. It's going to sell well. It's just
It's gonna be weird.
I'm not excited enough. And this gen I kind of stopped doing that as much. Like paying 60 out the rip for games I'm not truly excited about. I feel like I need to get it. Except for Pokemon Sword Seal. Like I'm excited for that joint, so I got to get that day one. But everything else, I'm like, all right.
You know what though?
You know, I wasn't actually sold on it until he showed off that like long gameplay footage of how like basically everyone, even though it's like a single player game, it's still connected with everyone else that's playing the game. How like when the dude dropped off that thing, he turned around and like the world opened up and you could see where everyone had left a little bit of something from their game in your game to kind of assist you with your mission.
Mhm.
That's the part that sold it for me.
Yeah,
because I like stuff like that, like being able to like feel like you're like contributing to like a greater cause, I guess. So that's why.
Whoa!
Oh my god!
Whoa! Time out!
I'm out of control today.
Time out!
man, I'm not gonna lie, Hugger winning today.
You on punishment?
I don't know. I haven't even been drinking. Like, dang.
Wow!
I might need to
But
take
that-
a couple more sips.
Before we move on way from the Modern Warfare, how'd you like the campaign?
Honestly, that campaign, it was worth it. Like I would have paid like $50 for it, $40-$50. The campaign was fantastic. And as somebody
Okay.
like, I generally think the Call of Duty campaigns are pretty good, but this is like a very, very like in-depth, like hard-hitting campaign. I thought it was fantastic.
And
I wish
funny,
it was
most
a
of
little
the
bit
people-
longer. It was kind of short. I played it
It's
on
like
hard.
6 hours?
So, I don't know. If it was probably around 6 hours or so. It wasn't very long, but it was a really good campaign. And I can't even honestly, I'd say like graphic wise, I would say like top 5 this gen. It's
It looks
fantastic.
really good.
Yeah, it looks really, really good.
You need to stop, sir. Yeah,
Man.
I think most people like the campaign, and it's funny. Most people are bitching about the multiplayer. It's like most of the guys that are bitching didn't like the spacey stuff. They got what they wanted: boots on the ground, real warfare, and they're mad about that. It's like, what do you guys want?
Well, to be fair, the maps in the new Modern Warfare are absolutely
Oh.
terrible.
They're terrible. Yeah.
Yeah,
There's no question about that.
From a lot of the pros talking, it's not even like the maps as a whole for most parts. It's like the spawn points are a problem on a lot of maps. But yeah, it seems like they're generally like the game itself is fine. It's more of the map design and the spawn points are not conducive.
Like
to
I feel like
a
what
healthy
I feel like
game.
what they were trying to do is they were trying to like bring over some Battlefield fans with the way they design the maps, because the Battlefield, like the maps designs really remind me of how Battlefield is, and not really Call of Duty is more of like a a small
I heard they were
chaotic.
Heard they were like unnecessarily big, like Ghosts. Is that true?
Yeah, like even honest, I will say that the 2v2 maps are fantastic. Like the 2v2 maps are perfect, but like even the 6v6 maps feel way too big than what they should be.
So you might as well just play 2v2 or Ground War.
Yeah, 2v2. Yeah, or 2v2, or unless you want to go like all the way in the ground war. But I don't know, ground war just feels weird in Call of Duty.
Isn't that the 32 versus 32?
I think it's like 50v50 or something.
Oh,
Or something like that.
Is
Maybe
it
I could be
50?
wrong. I don't know. I think so. Either it's 32v32 and they're having a 50-50, like 50v50 or something like that. But I've heard a lot of different things. So I know it's big.
Hey, so the Outer Worlds is out. It's reviewing well.
Yo.
Yes.
It's Obsidian's new game. One of the studios that Microsoft had bought, but this is something they did with Private Division before the acquisition. I want to know, man, what's your thoughts for those who played the Outer Worlds so far? What are your thoughts about this?
1,000.
Huh?
1,000. It's amazing. 1,000.
Yeah, it's
Out of
fantastic.
10, 1,000 out of 10.
It's one of those feelings like you walk back and you're like, I've played this before, but I like it. Like it feels
Yeah. It's
not ridiculous.
Hello, friend.
Raise your hand if you played it on Game Pass.
I have it on Game Pass. I'm about to
Game
play.
Pass for the win, bro. My God.
I'm about to finally play it after the podcast ends. I'm hopping on to play
You got
it.
downloaded
It's so
on your
good.
PC?
Yeah.
Game Pass for
Like-
the win, bro. My God.
Most of the characters are likable. Even the weird
Yeah.
ones that you have to maybe get in conflict with, they're likable.
Yeah.
The story is good. There's Pavardi. She's written really well.
Oh yeah.
Nobody's, people
big
in,
right
if this
there.
was, a Mass Effect game, they'd be like, well, she's not this or she's not. Remember when Andromeda came out and Korra wasn't, you couldn't romance Korra as a woman? No, who cares? Pavarti is amazing. Nyoka, like, I love all of them. It's so well written. And
Sam is
right
really
off the
funny,
bat,
too.
yeah. Oh, Pavarti is hilarious.
Him and Pavarti and Sam are so funny together.
Sam is weird, but I love him. And
Yeah.
it's not black and white, your choices. There's always a third option, but you got to do a little bit more extra work to get it. But this game, oh my god, it's so good.
Yeah.
And
honestly,
it's so long.
The best way I can describe Outer Worlds is Fallout meets like Mass Effect. It gives me a lot of like strong Mass Effect vibes.
It's better than than the most recent entry.
And I'm gonna keep it $1.50. I don't see how Microsoft would want to keep this game not being multi-plat, like multi-console. I know they're saying that moving forward, no more Xbox games on other consoles, but this game's selling so well on PS4. It's liked by everyone. It reviewed well. It's gonna be difficult. It's gonna be a difficult decision not to release this on multiple consoles. A sequel.
I think they were scared because this was a genre that's been dying, or it was murdered, I should say. Sorry, Clean Prince Gaming came out of me there, but I think they were scared, and that now that it's doing so well, maybe they'll go, we were wrong about this. It wasn't that people didn't like these games, it's that they didn't have a good one. Because I'll finish this game to the end. I can't tell you the last Bethesda game I finished. Probably Skyrim, maybe Oblivion. But I'll finish this all the way to the end.
Dallas, you tried it yet?
If you haven't played it, play it.
I haven't touched it yet. And I do definitely plan on it because everything I've seen from wait.
I choke there.
Don't do them like that. I plan on it because everything I've seen about it so far just looks A1. It's but it's got to go after Death Stranding because that's gonna take up a good month of my time.
I respect it.
I mean, you know what though? The thing about that is Pokemon. Like hearing that there was another Pokemon like last year, that's a day one. I'm picking it up day one. It's gonna happen. And then the more I saw,
it has to be.
Then the more I saw about Pokemon, the more I was like, you're losing me. If it wasn't for the fact that I'm a Pokemon fan, like I don't know, man, y'all. That Dynamax shit looks so stupid.
Meek, you right. He did say that.
Yeah.
Oops.
There's a lot of Fallout references, like New Vegas references, and
they made New Vegas.
Too. Like one of the girls was talking about like some like fancy bottle with a rocket on it, referring to Nuka-Cola.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I murdered them.
I saw an article somewhere that somebody like did a whole like analysis of how the Outer Worlds was originally supposed to be a Fallout game, and then like something ended up happening. They ended up focusing on 76 instead, and the developers split and changed the project into what ended up being the Outer Worlds.
I'm glad.
They had this whole argument for it. I don't know if it was true or not, but they made a good case for it. It seemed like it made sense.
Obsidian, I mean, even before Outer Worlds dropped, a lot of people will say Obsidian made the best Fallout game with New Vegas.
Yes.
Yep.
Fallout New Vegas was the best Fallout game.
I mean,
honestly,
the first two were pretty good, but those are different games completely than what 3 and stuff was. You okay?
Huh?
Devil trying to reach out of you?
I was trying to read this comment. Derek said they never gave an F about the peeps that played the game. I'm not sure what he's referencing.
Wait, what now? What was that?
He said they
never in the
chat. They never gave an F about the peeps that played the game. I'm out.
I think if talking about Bethesda never gave a crap about anybody who played the game. That's true.
Man, I thought you were talking about y'all. I'm gonna say, what? They said they liked the game. I don't understand what you mad about, bro.
the part that caught me was I'm out. Like he just said something really rude and then left. Like, what?
Oh, he said, okay, I'm still
I
here.
can't stand these girls.
Drop the mic.
I hate this podcast. I'm out. Derek, we appreciate you
I think it
with
might.
us, bro.
There's so many games that came out, but that might be a gaudy contender.
Outer Worlds? Oh yes.
The Outer Worlds.
I think it's
honestly,
mine.
I haven't beat it yet, but so far it's between that, Katana Zero, and Borderlands for me.
Outer Worlds, Sekiro, depending on what happens with Death Stranding and Pokemon Sword and Shield, gonna be top 4 game of the year contender. Has to be.
When does Death Stranding come out again?
On my
Friday?
On my birthday, he won't give me $1.
I got a penny.
I'll take it. I need $59.
They don't make pennies here anymore.
$59.98 to go to buy Death Stranding.
I'm just seeing when 12.
That's it.
Okay.
I think those 4, Outer Worlds, Sekiro, possibly Death Stranding, and possibly Pokemon.
People keep saying Resident Evil 2 remake. I don't see a remake getting Game of the Year.
I don't think remakes should get Game of the Year, personally.
Why though?
Because it's a remake.
Resident Evil 2, like very, very.
If they did complete overhaul, if it was different story, but still kind of Resident Evil 2, cool. All they did was put new graphics on it, make it play a lot better, look a lot better, sound a lot better, but it's still the same game.
I think it's different enough, though. Different enough to call it. More was done to that than had been done to like the remasters of previous years.
Well, yeah, that's because it was a full-on remake, though.
Remaster is
resolution
new
bumps.
paint.
Yeah. I could see you saying, "Oh well, Crash Bandicoot can't win Game of the Year." That makes sense because that really is the same. That's a little different, but I don't know.
I think about it. Remake is Final Fantasy VII. Remaster, Final Fantasy VIII, which I'm still surprised that they're doing. I thought they lost all the files and all this stuff for that.
Yeah, my man Chris.
It's like the Final Fantasy VII remake. That's like saying, "Oh, I don't know. It's still Final Fantasy VII." But enough has been done to that game.
My man Chris say Resident Evil 2 and Fire Emblem are Game of the Year contenders as well. A lot of people were there. I didn't play Fire Emblem. A lot of people digging Fire Emblem.
Yeah.
I will say one thing. I personally don't care for the game, but Final Fantasy VII ain't gonna win Game of the Year next year either.
No.
No. Next year, the last.
You know what?
Halo Infinite.
Cyberpunk.
It's too much good stuff coming out next year.
All right, relax, fam. Halo ain't gonna get it either.
You know,
that's right.
As good as the
Last of Us is in there, Cyberpunk is in there.
As good as Death Stranding is gonna be, I really hope it doesn't win Gotti because just for the fact of Jeff Keighley giving Kojima, he's already weird with Kojima. I don't want to watch him present a weird trophy to Kojima.
Oh God!
I think everybody forgot about that.
Jeff Keighley is gonna make a completely rigged category that Kojima could only win.
Yep.
Best new game made by my best friend.
Best new genre.
Yeah, and that's the only new genre. Yeah.
Yeah, genre. What the hell am I playing?
He's gonna literally start crying and kiss that man on the mouth one day by accident. It's gonna be it.
By accident. Me put it in that by accident.
Yeah, the fact that we make fun of their friendship just shows that
it's
nobody
weird,
loves us.
bro. It's unhealthy. Is what it is.
It's unhealthy, bro.
Kojima never acts the same as Jeff Keighley does too. He's like, I feel like Jeff Keighley's like, I want to make this public. And
they noticed me.
He's like, no, I'm not ready for that type of publicity. No. Can't be having it, Chief.
Chris says Final Fantasy VII Remake would probably be your personal Gotti of 2020. The first was your favorite. Personal Gottis and the other Gottis are different. Personal Gottis, like Sunset Overdrive right now, is sitting right there for me until I finish Outer Worlds.
I say it anytime we talk about Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy 9 and Final Fantasy 10 are the best Final Fantasy. Final 7 is amazing. But 9 and 10
still love 13.
are amazing. Lightning is so underrated. 13 is underrated.
Let's not get into this.
I don't see it yet.
So
I can see how people like it, but I don't.
we didn't get a chance to talk about. Have we even met since Breakpoint has come out? No, I don't think we have.
I ain't know we talked about poop.
Yeah.
On this show.
I mean, hold on. I have a list here. So it was announced the other day that Breakpoint put Ubisoft back so much that all of their new games are going to be delayed. So Gods Among Us, I think, was one of them, or Gods whatever. Watch Dogs.
Gods and Monsters.
Gods and Monsters. Yes.
I think it was called.
Quarantine. Rainbow Six Quarantine is going to be everything was supposed to come out is going to be delayed because of Breakpoint. Now, I don't know if anybody played the beta, but you could see immediately that this game had issues. Even the development had issues. And like, is it wrong to take a little bit of satisfaction that it's failing so hard? Like, is it wrong? I feel bad because I like Yves Guillemot. I think he's a nice man, but I think Ubisoft has lost their way. I think it really started with Odyssey.
I don't feel bad for no developer. No public.
Dang.
I don't feel bad for none.
Come on, Yves.
I'm not gonna lie. I do feel.
Honestly, I wouldn't feel it. I would feel like worse, but I got my refund, so.
I mean, you knew what you put out. You knew what type of game you was putting out into the world. Ain't nobody gonna feel bad for you. You knew what you put out there. You knew what you was trying to sell. You knew.
Sometimes you can see the mess up coming from a mile away. Sometimes you could like see how it could happen. Like as much hope as I have in my heart for Watch Dogs Legion, I can see where you could mess it up.
Yeah. Well, my favorite is the over monetization. It's Wednesday.
Somebody.
There's nothing showing. It's just Wednesday, my dudes.
Somebody what? What somebody do?
The over monetization.
Who is Chief Savage?
Mm-hmm.
So that was my meme, but okay.
Oh, somebody took your meme?
That's why you gotta watermark everything.
That's old man attitude. Somebody took my meme.
That dog made a long time ago.
Took my jumps.
Took my jumps.
Folks out here wild.
I forgot what I was saying because he got and then take the monetization out and was like, oh, it's a mistake. Nah, we know you, Ubisoft. We know you. Come on.
Nice try. Swiper no swipe.
Yo, Hugger, we're gonna use this thing every Wednesday for our podcast. We're gonna put
it's Wednesday.
We're gonna put a 2XP shirt on Homer.
Do it.
I'm saving this somehow. How you save on Discord? I'm afraid to.
Before we hop out, Kev brought up Overwatch 2 leaks. What's going on that front?
Oh, what's up with Overwatch 2?
Yeah. So there've been a few details released for Overwatch 2. Listen, man.
Chalice.
I'll need none of your stuff right now.
Oh man.
What do you do?
That's stolen.
Oh god.
Sorry, Kevin. People are being lewd in the comment section.
Add that to my collection.
This is why we can't have nice things.
I'm about to top that though.
No, so only thing that's been somewhat kind of confirmed so far is that the game is pretty far along in development. It seems like it's going to have a large focus on like a single player element. So there's going to be
actual story.
That'd be nice.
Single player kind of stuff supposed to build on the lore of the universe.
I think that'd be dope.
And then there was one screenshot that was leaked that showed like a ability tree.
Drop it in the chat.
I can find it really quick.
That'd be cool.
I think it seems like something. If they only do it for the single player, I would be okay with it. If they tried to involve that in the multiplayer, I think
it'll ruin the game.
It would, it would ruin everything.
How do you bring a second multiplayer game when the first one? I don't understand that mentality.
And that's another thing too. Is it's not I don't know if it's going to be like a legit standalone second game or if it's going to be like an add-on expansion to the original that just kind of builds off of it.
You know what would be nice to them to continue to build on what they have and make an Overwatch single player game if that's what you're trying to do. To build on the lore of the thing. Don't do another multiplayer. Just make a game by itself so people can get backstory of the game if they wanted to know. Period.
People have been asking for that for years.
You don't need an Overwatch 2 multiplayer game. Like, you don't. You can just be Overwatch 1 and continue to build on top of it. Give us a single player game and boom.
Oh,
having a baby is just keep it. Wow.
And so that's what the new tracer model looks like. So it looks really good. And what somebody mentioned too, and I don't think this will end up being the case, but I thought this might actually be a good idea because there is the whole competitive professional scene around Overwatch at the moment. If by releasing Overwatch 2, they created a game that was totally catered towards the casual gamer, the friends and stuff playing, and then that way they could completely mess with the original Overwatch to make it much better from a competitive perspective. Because the way they keep messing up the competitive experience for the game right now is they introduce new heroes or new mechanics into the game that are friendly for entry-level people, but it allows them to compete at a much higher level than they would otherwise, and then it ruins the professional metas because it gives professionals a brain-dead hero that doesn't make use of their skills, but it's so broken and overpowered that if they don't play it, their team's at a disadvantage.
Oh, damn.
Man, y'all just memeing like crazy right now?
Yeah, just like Derek said, just do it well.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll have to see how it goes.
But it's like Riot's FPS they're talking. I'm not done.
Whoa! Oh, my bad.
Oh, you mean
Riot? They're talking about bringing an FPS out. Yeah, and I'm like, I don't. If it's gonna be League of Legends flavored, that would be interesting. But if it's not,
go ahead and release the game. If it sucks, then I just won't play it.
Yep.
Yo, didn't they say like they're trying to release a League of Legends type game on consoles? I thought I read that somewhere not too long ago, like a
I wouldn't be surprised.
Miniature version of League of Legends, like on consoles. I gotta find.
I would not be surprised at all.
I could have dreamed that for all I know. I don't know. I know.
You dreaming about Riot?
Why don't Overwatch just like get a show? Just make a show like a dope animated series. Like,
that'd be dope.
They just have an anime.
That'd be dope.
I mean,
I'll take a single.
The comics are pretty cool.
Right. Like third person action game, just running around.
I think that'd be dope. I think it'll get people the backstory they want about characters. I think it'd be super dope. They don't have to make another multiplayer game. I mean,
I'd even take like a fighting game that tells the story kind of like NetherRealms games, like they story modes. I'd take something like this.
Games like Overwatch, I think people pour so much time into it. Like they ain't trying to like pop in a new game, but they want to continue to build on what they've already put time into.
Yeah. And I mean, the thing with Overwatch 2 that's like super prevalent in a lot of culture nowadays is everybody complains about whatever like exists at the moment. So like whatever meta is dominant, whatever heroes people are playing the most, they do nothing but complain and bitch about them all day. And then when the game, like the developers make a change and now introducing a new meta, they hate this new meta even more. So it's like it's a constant struggle to like never being happy with anything. Everybody's always complaining, but people continue to play the game.
And if they make a 2 and people hate it, it's gonna die immediately. Everybody going right back to the original Overwatch game.
Oh, you mean like Vicious Circle and Contra Rogue Corps?
Yep.
Those awful games. Just make it good. Dallas, are you okay? Is the sin trying to escape from you?
That's just my soul trying to leave my body.
Probably all the dope memes.
Doesn't actually exist.
All right, we're gonna get up out of here. We'll be back next Wednesday though, because the podcast is back on weekly. We only been away because my princess turned 4 and stuff's going on, so had to step away. But we back doing it right. I couldn't even upload the other video I made from a new channel, but it's gonna be uploaded this Friday. It's already made. Gotta upload it, but
she left him because his face was super long.
We're gonna go left to right. My man Kevin, who got that single coming out with Dallas, my friend Not Really White. We're gonna get that. Hopefully, get that teaser coming soon. Kevin, what up, though?
Where's my snare? Yeah, it was a good show, man. Thanks for stopping by, everybody. Appreciate your time and your ears. Hopefully, we'll be back next week if Fame's internet cooperates.
We've been good lately.
We'll see what topics we have for you then. I feel like we didn't get to everything today, so maybe we'll carry some stuff over.
Defo. Hugger with the hard R, who got a song coming out with Demi. I'm dropping off. What up?
I wish me and Demi were here to promote our song. We've been writing verses. No, I'm kidding. Great show, y'all. Great topics. Thanks, Derek, for coming out. Thanks, Chris, for coming out. We'll have some good topics for next week. If you guys have some suggestions, we have a Discord server you can join and drop some suggestions in there. I think the link is somewhere in the description, if I'm not mistaken. Or you can reach out to us on Twitter. All our tags are on screen right now. And yeah, hopefully Fame's Entertainment doesn't demand some more knee service, and we'll be back next week.
Wow.
I said it.
And the man with the hottest track going right now. I'm a marshmallow amongst these groceries. Me.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Glad for y'all to drop in. It's always fun kicking it with these guys. And yeah, we'll see you guys next week.
And the only actual artist on the podcast, DALLAZ, man.
I'm glad to be back here with y'all, man. I always have fun every time. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to y'all coming through. Chris Righteous, that's a righteous name. Derek Coxon, I love you for coming to see us, but I hate you for making me say the word Cox. Hopefully next time our homie Demi can come back with us, get your headphones fixed, or buy some new ones. And until next time, I'll be over here sipping the titty milk.
Oh my God.
And as we get up out of here, be sure to check out my single, Why Don't My Legs Work? That's coming soon as well. So this was 90. We got 10 more to go before we hit 100. And we're going to have a blowout episode. There's going to be a lot of people here, man. So it's going to be a good show. But that's 10 episodes from now. We're going to catch y'all next Wednesday. And we out. Peace.
Bye, y'all.